Hi everyone. So, I survived Easter. No hot cross buns, no chocolates, no cheating, just meat, eggs, and bacon. Let's get into it.
Never gonna stop now, baby.
Well, hello everyone. I've taken my shawl off because I'm not actually that cold. So, here we go. 13 weeks. Good Lord. The weeks are getting away from me. There have been some adjustments that I've made to certain things. I have coffee. I have basically reduced the strength of the shot. That's going down well. I'm using less cream. That's all right. I've added butter, and actually, it doesn't matter if it's salted or unsalted, either's fine. Really enjoying the butter in my coffee. Really, really enjoying it. I also really look forward to that when I have my first coffee of the day. Even before I've had the coffee, I've been grabbing a little bit of salted butter, shoving that in my pie hole. Look, it's not going to be everybody's cup of tea. I quite realize that, to eat butter like that. But I gotta say, there's something about it. When it's salted butter, when you first put it in your mouth, it's cold, okay? But as it melts, the creaminess, and then you get the creaminess first, and then the saltiness from the butter. The combination of those two things, I don't know. But I don't remember getting that kind of a woo, sort of like a zing in my brain when I was eating chocolates, peanut butter, lollies, candy, carbohydrates, fruit, all the other crap. I don't recall my brain feeling like it's going bing, but I'm getting that with butter. Yeah. Now, because it's sort of like 4 o'clock in the afternoon now, that was this morning. And I just made myself my second cup and possibly my final one for the day. I had another bit of butter. It's the same thing. It's not just the morning. It is whenever I have it. It's become my new go-to snack. Who knew? I'm not going to complain because it's fat. And you see, the thing is, because I've been on this now for 3 months, if this is your first video of mine that you're looking at, first of all, welcome. Welcome to the madhouse. The mad hair you get for free. It's lovely to have you with me and with all of us. Honestly, we all know when we've been on this that those first few weeks and quite possibly months, yeah, the trips to the toilet are wow, just wow. They are of an atomic nature. Let's be honest. But the thing is, because what I've noticed in the last 2 weeks, that I feel like my guts are stabilizing, and B, I'm craving more fat. Now, initially, the ratio of fat that you're technically supposed to have on this lifestyle, there was no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. But I did put some in, obviously, and I reached that threshold, that atomic threshold a few times. Um, but, I had to dial it back. But now that my guts are starting to actually stabilize, it took me about 3 months. I now am craving fat, so I feel comfortable in increasing the fat. And even though, yep, there's the animal fats, I'm happy to do that. I'm also extremely happy about adding butter to the mix. I mean, like putting it in my pie hole and eating it. I'm getting. Is it all right to have comfort from that? Yeah, I'm not sure. Comment below. Is it okay to be comforted by that taste? And that buttery, creamy taste and the salt and the things. Um, yeah, it's it's really strange. And the funny thing is, my father, I know where I get my love for butter from. I get it from my dad. He used to love butter. I remember as a kid, we'd go through blocks of it. This was long before, I was born long, long, long before they had things like margarine and spreadable butter. This stuff was in a block only. And you had no microwaves to, make it spreadable. You'd have to put it on the top of the cooker for a few seconds to actually melt it just a little bit to be able to spread it on your toast. But yeah, I do remember my father. He used to eat a lot of butter, a lot of butter. So that's where I get it from. Thank you, Dad. Love you all. So yeah, we can blame Dad for that one. Blame or thank. I choose to thank, or others might want to blame. That's I'm not going to blame. No blame game here. I'm going to thank him. Um, I've been sort of like thinking about the sort of things that I used to eat as a kid, and I'm very much like because I did kind of like an interview today that's going on Carnivore Girl for Life. I'll put a link to her channel below. Love her. Love her. She's wonderful. She's wonderful. And I'm really looking forward to doing more stuff with her. Um, you know, I was talking about how the palate changed when I started going overseas with mum and dad and stuff like that. And yeah, when you expose yourself to different culinary delights, um, things change. Things change. And, a great deal of these foods, specifically in America, have not been available in any other countries for quite some time. And now, with the likes of like Costco in Australia, for example, you've now got access to those things. And some of it's scary. I mean, we've still got, I can't wait for them to be gone. Either I can't wait for them to be gone or go so stale they're like rocks and they get thrown out, frankly. Hot cross buns. There's still a great big, half a big tray of them. And I'm like, I think I might have to just, could you guys either eat them or throw them out because I'm done looking at them? I'm good. I'm good. But, I have no intention of setting myself to fail here, setting myself up for failure. Like, I got through Easter and no chocolate, no lollies, no cheating. Wasn't interested. I fully, even Ross, even my husband Ross, he was like, no, they're not getting the load that they used to get. They basically got one egg each. That was it. And I said, why don't you just enjoy what you get instead of whinging about what you didn't get? Kids, am I right? But yeah, I mean, I was sort of thinking about the sort of things that, Mum every Sunday we used to have like a roast, a meat roast, and there was always like roast potatoes and the vegetables. My father, he was onto something. He was onto something because very often, the thought of putting vegetables into your system, the only way my father would eat cauliflower was if it was smothered in cheese sauce. So, yeah. And I mean, when I think of how I used to eat as a girl, and then being exposed to all these different culinary delights all over the world, the depression and the being in boarding school, oh, that was a powder keg just waiting to explode. Am I right? I mean, would I change my life and my upbringing? No. Would I change what I ate back then, knowing what I know now? You betcha. Oh, yeah. We had a chat amongst us lot yesterday, and I said something that made my youngest go. I said, we're going to have to get used to this meat situation where I'm concerned. I said, because it is likely, and I mean highly likely, that I will be eating like this for the rest of my life. I would rather eat meat for the rest of my life and actually have a life than eat crap and not have a life. I can't help the way I feel. We've all had to deal with an awful lot of demons in this journey of just health, body health, weight loss, just health, mental health. We've gone toe to toe with these demons on so many occasions. So many occasions. And those demons have always won. Those SOBs have always won in the end. Regardless of how hard we fought. But this time, yeah, nah, it's not going to happen. I honestly, will I introduce other foods when I reach my goal and, I'm looking at maintenance? Maybe. At the moment, I can't see it. I can't see a time when I'm going to eat vegetables. I can't see a time when I'm going to eat fruit. And I honestly can't see a time when I'm going to get a tablespoon and eat a tablespoon of peanut butter, regardless of how much I would like to have them. Right now, I don't see it. Maybe it's because I've got blinkers on. I have to have blinkers on. It's the one at the moment I need it to keep focused. And I can't take them off yet. I can't. I won't. I won't. Because I know the demons are on either side of me. I know they're there, but they can bugger off because no. I know eventually they're going to come around. They're going to come around and they're going to come right in front of me and they're going to go, well, I'm still here. And, I'm inclined to go, like Mammy says in Mrs. Brown's Boys, that's nice. We all know what she means when she's saying that. This is the best I've felt in ages because I honestly feel like I'm doing something for my health. I'm in it for the long haul. I ain't going anywhere. I if you want to join me on this crazy ride, Love to have you along. I love every one of you. This community, I've said it once, I've said it a million times. Gold class community. They are phenomenal. And yeah, I think that's about it for this week. Except let's get into the montage. So there you go. Losses again. Did you see the hip measurements? You know, as I said it before, my measurements are like this. They're all over the place. I don't care because, you know, the scales don't lie, the measuring tape doesn't lie, but those photographs, they do not lie. Even if the weight was the same, it wouldn't matter because those photographs tell a story all on their own. All on their own. And there is just no going back. I can't. It's not happening. There's one more thing I wanted to address before I go. What's going on behind me? Now, I want you to know that it's bugging the living daylights out of me. If I had my movement back, I'd be sorting it out. It's driving me mental, absolutely mental. I'm aware that when I'm looking here, I've got to look at it, and you guys have got to look at it as well. This is part of the frustration and not being able to move as freely as I'd like, because I would have done it by now. That passion fruit there would be gone. I'd have pruned all of those geraniums back. The weeds down here would be gone. This behind me would be tidied up so that the only thing behind me is the pillar. This is what I mean. I want to sort it out, but I can't. There's the frustration that I've been living with for 10 years. But to now actually see a time where I'll be able to go, oh, that's it, we're doing it, and just get back there and do it myself, that is the greatest glimmer of hope that anybody could give to themselves. You know? So, wherever you are in your journey, keep plodding along. Hour by hour, day by day, week by week. Just take it easy. Whatever bad stuff you're going through, just remember this too shall pass. You will get through it. I promise you, you will. You just will. Okay? So, what I'd like you all to do is to be kind to those around you. Don't take any crap. Protect your peace. And be kind to yourself. Bye-bye, folks.